Well, welcome back to Winding Down with Christopher and the New York Times Crossword. It's not just Christopher. Jerry's in here too, but she's hiding behind my mock turtleneck. Today we are winding down with a Campari and Prosecco. I have yet to bruise this bad boy, but I'm going to right now, and it just creates the most fantastic sensation and taste. This is a wonderful confluence of bitter and sweet and acid and just, amazing. Just wonderful. If you haven't had Campari, just go right now. If you're of age and you don't have a drinking problem, go get some. Check it out. It's amazing. It's like legitimately refreshing without being sweet. It's Swedish, but not Swedish. Okay, so we have a Thursday, February 22nd, in our common era, year of the second millennium of 2024. We have a grid today by Dan Schonholz and edited, of course, by Will Shorts. So it looks like we've got two German-named fellas involved with this grid. Let's jump into it. Why don't we? What do we got? We got a bunch of rebuses here today. Do we have a bunch of crazy hard stuff, or is it going to be like an easy breeze through? Let's find out. Okay, hot topping for a cone. Hot topping for a cone. I have no idea. Scores, okay. Underway. Underway could be a foot. Don't know what else would be 5 letters there necessarily. Steamy stuff. Is this an A? Way off is probably a far, which means that this could very well be. And you know what? I'm just going to quit touching that mouse because I always move that around, and I know it's got to be driving people crazy. Put it right back down. Leaving the mouse alone. Just going to get around with the keys on the keyboard. Okay. Steamy stuff. I'm thinking this is vapor. And the reason I'm thinking it's vapor is because, again, going back up to the top, I noticed hot topping for a cone. Well, I mean, it's got a question mark at the end, which means it's going to become something kind of snarky maybe, or, kind of off. And so I was thinking, it could be lava, right? Volcanoes kind of conical in a way. So I just kind of have that in my head, like that's probably lava. And then I'm slowly filling in around it for some reason. Okay, ensign, which is a Navy junior officer, or ensign for a French flag. So don't know, have no idea. Scores, is this a D? Joint, starting with a D and 2 O's. It sounds like a doobie to me. Not that I would know anything about that. And then, of course, this lands here. Scores is lands, like landed a date with this hot chick sitting behind me named Jerry, or etc. Lose one's shirt, say. I don't know just yet. Most grown coffee bean in the world. We know this is the Arabica. And the Arabica is one of my favorites. Kelly of Morning Talk is Ripa. I don't even know that I know what she looks like, but I've seen her so many times in the grids that that's just what it is. Okay, practical joke. We got 4 letters for practical joke. The only thing that's coming to my mind right now is hoax and jape. I can't think of anything else in 4 letters that would be a practical joke. So, and I don't know about hoax because copacetic. Bon ami. That's French, of course. So I think we've got. It's not going to be a hoax. It's going to be a jape. And let's see now what we got with the P down. Exemplar of neatness is probably a pin at 3 letters starting with a P. Neater than a pin, something like that. How's the old saying go? Barely defeated is probably edged. And now what do we got here? Ensconced in would be a mid. And yeah, let me move my mouse here a little out of the way. But it looks like a ensemble This is going to be no parking, which makes copacetic Jake. And that is an interesting word. I have not seen that in a long time, since maybe undergraduate. And undergraduate for me was when dinosaurs roamed the earth. And I had to go down to the bursar and turn in all of my Neanderthal DNA for modern stuff, not extinct peoples. One of millions in New Zealand. I don't know. It seems like that's either an emu or a ewe. I don't know yet what it's going to be. 22 down is time blank. Probably time was. So time was, and that means that one of millions in New Zealand, because they're known for their sheep, is a ewe. Launches an attack. Tricky billiard shot is masse. Another French word making its way into the grid, but then again, half of the English language is French, so the other half is German. Well, about 40-40. And then you got 20% stuff from wherever. Asian dog breed. I don't even know what one of these looks like. I'm telling you, some of these things, I just don't even know, but you just get so used to them over the years of just doing the grid every day. I don't even know what an Akita looks like. I have no idea. No idea at all whatsoever. Well, it's a huge, yeah.
We went to one of your friend's house and they had an Akita, and it was huge. Biggest dog we've ever seen.
Really?
Yes, it was a long time ago.
Oh. Chevy truck since 1998. Is that the Silverado? It seems to me that was around a lot longer than 98. But it sure does fit. Let's see what this is. Migration pattern is a V. Ducks fly in a V. Plein air. A plein air prop. Well, a plein air is when you're painting something outside, so you probably need an easel for that. Plein air. And now what we got? Rich sources of beta carotene. And I think this is kales, and I just don't like it when we do these things in the puzzle, because kales, I know there's more than one variety of it, but it just seems so lazy. Emirate. It's like I don't know what Ensign was at 17 across and no parking. I don't understand what this is either. Emirate. Launches an attack. I don't know. I'm going to go with makes war. Let's hope we got something that we can work with here. Let's see. Ensiform, the adjective, shaped like a sword. Yes, ensiform is shaped like a sword. Here I am using that stupid mouse again. I'm going to irritate you. Staple of Trinidadian music is a steel drum. Any musician or music lover will know that if they venture out of their comfort zone. Ceremony would be pomp. Oh, Jerry and I were just talking about that a while back, about the song Pomp and Circumstance that played all of your college graduations. I'll never forget hearing mine. I was so excited about it. Split up, apart. You know, it's pompy and circumstancy. Surpass, I guess it'd be to top, and that makes Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid a duo. Probably could have felt that right away. First part of a triple jump, you've got to hop to get that going. And emirate, Deshell. Is this mad as hell, maybe? Non-reflective in a way. Well, that M could be a mat there, right? We're just two consonants away from a masse, the tricky billiard shot. And I'm going to say this is mad as hell. So emirate, mad as hell, ensign, no parking, makes no sense at all. I wonder if we're supposed to be putting something in there. Not as much. I don't know. Let's just try a little and see what we got. I mean, I'm feeling a little froggy today. So I think our coup planners are going to be a cabal, and stole from a burlesque act. Instead of the verb stole, past tense verb stole, I think we're talking about the noun for a boa. And do we have an Otis here? Is it Redding or is it Thompson? Who do we got? Singer Williams. Okay, so we have Otis Williams, who founded the Temptations. Great word, great name. Arbiter. Okay, cut down. Bibliographer's abbreviation would be etalis, or et al. Yeah, for sure. One in it for the long haul. And cut down looks like it's going to be like, when you're thinking past perfect or just past tense, sometimes you think cut down. It's more of a directive, like cut down. Or a cut down, right? Like your mama's so fat, she when she hauls ass, she's got to make 2 trips, whatever, something like that. It's cut down, or to cut down, like go cut that tree down, right? Whatever. But this might be the past tense for dead, cut down. And I'm gonna go with slain on this one. Now watch, it could be totally not that, and that would be a bit embarrassing. But sometimes you got to look at the tense, and you got to look at how the word might be used, verb, adjective, etc. Campari. It might absolutely be the finest cocktail on the planet. Drinking it for years. Jerry would argue with that and say it's the Aperol Spritz or whatever, but I'm going Campari. It's just really bitter. That's what makes it so awesome, and it won't spike your glucose. Well, she doesn't like it. Okay, arbiter. It looks like it might be a rattler. I mean, really, what some people are dying to be. That would just be like redheads. Right? I mean, why not? Let's put it in there. I don't know. I mean, I'm just kind of going willy-nilly here, and it's all sort of working, so why not? Go with rattler. Then what do we got here? A puckish sort. Yes, of course, it's an elf. Or maybe a sprite. One in it for the long haul. A lifer. Okay? This is a really simple Thursday so far. If, then, else, it's a programming construct. I used to use that an awful lot. C++. Implied right in the First and Fourth Amendment. My wife, who is an actual political scientist versus me, a once politician, I can tell you, and she can tell you, that's privacy. That privacy is absolutely implied, and you can infer that as the listener. Put on a big smile. So again, put on a big smile. Is it a directive or is it descriptive, right? So put on a big smile. I don't know yet. Let's see. Issuance from an American embassy in brief. I guess it would be a U.S. visa. And let's see here. Begin. Okay, it's a start clue. I have no idea what it's going to be. Focus of the United States Air Force Project Blue Book from 1952 to 1969. So the year my mother was born until she was probably 17 or something like that. That was UFOs. And Area 51 got really, really notorious over all of that mess. Blank white, I'm going to go with egg white. I can't think of any other 3-letter word that would fit white. Doesn't stay tight, looks like sags. And so, again, another clue and answer from yesterday. The clue's different, but nevertheless, and so, ergo. And I'm going to try to not tell everybody the same thing about the exit in France. Time to remember is probably an era. And begin. I don't know. I think, but this is probably a beefeater. How does that have to fit with a rattler and a mad as hell and no parking? I don't get it. All right, doesn't matter. Things one might pick up while entering a room. I'm going to go with vibes on this one because I can see that, right? It could be auras, or anything else. But we already got the VBS at the end. But it's going to be vibes, right? Figure in 1 Samuel, of course, is Eli. There are others, but I don't think any with 3 letters. Big star in Spain, that would be El Sol, the sun, I think. They're typically older than seniors, and no idea. Let's just go on up here. I'm going to go with Napa Valley, being a bit of a wino. And let's see, pre-med, prereq, probably bio or chem. What do we got here? Anatomy. With 50 down, annual June sports event. Well, we know that is the NBA draft, so we know that's going to be bio at 38 across. Let's just get draft in here so I don't forget like I do half the time. And then I get the tisk look from She Who Must Be Obeyed back there. It's never out of tune. Okay, well, we put our bio in here. What do we got now? Came to pass. probably a rose. This would be an O-double-O. Anathema to an aesthete. Well, I can tell you, as an aesthete, I think that would be poor taste. The poor taste would be anathema to me. Unless I'm somehow guilty of it, then it's artistic. Came to pass, yes, it is going to be a rose. And let's see, something fly. Sagfly? Sackfly. I guess it's a sackfly, maybe? Because I'm thinking over here that this is going to be, they're typically older than seniors. It's going to be grads. And whatever a depot is a Dutch oven. And it's never out of tune. Looks like that's an air guitar, which is pretty funny. But I think it'd be great now to play air guitar and then say, oh, I'm sorry, I need to tune this up. It would just be kind of funny. I can't play air guitar right now because, let's see, Treks would be long hauls. Meant to be would be fated. And let's see, Yikes looks like it's going to be an eek, but we've got discombobulated, which is at C. I think we can go ahead and fill in Beefeater here, though I don't have a clue. I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to look this puzzle up, see what Rex Parker has to say or what's going on. I don't understand the theme at all. Put on a big smile. Church offering is going to be a tithe. Apply to, maybe use on. And let's see, hankerings would be yens. Actor Wushik of Parasite, I think that's Choi. What do we got here? 2024 Olympic site. My darling bride and I. Shotzi dearest. Swimbo. You know, she who must be obeyed. The one hiding behind me right now. We were just talking about this. It's going to be in Paris this year. We're not going to Paris during the Olympics. And that's bad to say because we love Paris. It might be our favorite, like our most favorite city on the earth. Anyway, so let's see. What do we got? So we got to put on a big smile. So I'm going to say that's lit up, right? It goes with Paris that way. And so let's make sure, did I finish? All right, and how did we do, Bob? We have a 4-day streak. You notice it's only 4 days because I didn't do Sunday. Anyway, as in always, be careful, drink well, drink safe, and don't ever forget. Learn to say it in as many languages as you can. You know, auf Wiedersehen, au revoir, arrivederci, adios, aloha, ciao, shalom, masalamati, annyeonghaseyo, and see you next time. And really, I'll try to put on a better personality.